Princess Rissa here. When we last left off, we had just stopped outside of Shinryu's treasure chest. One thing we want to do is I'm setting up my characters here. I want to make sure that everybody has a core ring equipped. Shinryu's going to start off the battle with a tidal wave, which will pretty much wipe out all of our characters unless we have those core rings to allow us to absorb the water damage. I'm also giving a few of my characters the time magic second ability. That way they can use the quick to have double turns. That's going to be kind of important. So we're going to open up the treasure chest and we get a monster attack. And here he is, the dragon god Shinryu. He starts off, like I said earlier, with a tidal wave, and that would have wiped all of us out, but we have the core rings to absorb it. And now, similar to when we fought Omega, we want to set up our defenses before we go into offensive mode. Thankfully, Shinryu doesn't have counterattacks like Omega does, so setting up defenses won't be as time-consuming and turn-consuming as it was with Omega. But this guy still isn't a pushover, so using our quicks to give ourselves the double turns and to set ourselves up. One thing we want to do, we're kind of going to cheese this battle a little bit. We're going to want to use this dragon fang and an eye drop, and that does a dark thing. It blinds Shinryu, which basically cuts his accuracy down to about 50%. Then we hit him with the power staff, which berserks him. So now all he's going to do is straight up attack. And he only has a 50% chance to hit us because he's blinded. Next, to help us just speed things along and help protect us, everyone will have their haste on themselves, so we get even extra turns. And we're going to use the magic lamp, and we have it perfectly set up to Golem. Golem sets up a thing right there. It says Earthen Wall, and what that does is it'll absorb a certain amount of physical attacks. So sometimes you'll see the character will glow, and he'll get the numbers will appear, and that's Golem absorbing that physical attack from Shinryu. So it just protects ourselves a little bit from Shinryu's really powerful attacks. Unfortunately, his attacks are so powerful that he's going to kind of eat up through Golem real quick. But any amount of attacks that Shinryu eats up, that Golem eats up from Shinryu, is just extra turns that we don't have to worry about healing or reviving ourselves, and we can use to deal extra damage. Similar to Omega, we're going to want to buff up Krill, who's going to be our major damage dealer, and we can buff her up pretty fast this time because we got a whole bunch of those dragon fangs from those dragons in the castle area. And those dragon fangs instantly raise her level by 20 each time we use it. And that just increases the amount of damage she does, because she just basically gained 40 levels through those mixtures. So her magic spells are going to do so much more damage. Definitely cut down on the amount of turns it's going to take us to finish Shinryu off. Like I said, similar to Omega, he has, a little over 50,000 hit points. So it's going to take a while, but right now we pretty much have it set up where we should be able to easily beat him. Even if he takes somebody out, we have the time magic that we can use to quick and then double. You have double turns, and those double turns you can use to Phoenix down and revive anybody that he takes up. And we're definitely going to outspeed him because we've been hasted up. So right now, we have everybody back on their feet again. And we'll eventually reestablish our haste on everybody. And Shinryu, because he's only be able to attack one person at a time because we've negated his AI, thanks to that berserk staff, the power staff. Like I said, as long as we shouldn't have any problem keeping more than multiple people alive, so that he can't do a whole party wipe on us. So now everybody's back on their feet. He missed, thankfully, because of that dark sigh, which gives him, like I said, 50% accuracy. And now it's just a matter of just using when we can, hitting them. Whiskers can join in with Meteor as well, for the time mag. And then whenever Krill's turn comes up, she'll just start hammering away with him with her Meteor and Flare spells. So, if anybody gets knocked out, we can just use a turn to heal them up and give Shinryu extra attack. Once again, Krill is the most important one because she's our major damage dealer, so we want to, you know, even though someone like Faris isn't really doing too much in this battle, we still want to keep her on her feet because she just provides an extra target for Shinryu to attack. So, and that keeps you know, damage off of Krill. So, once again, she does join in a little bit there. I could have probably equipped her with the Dragon Whisker and maybe done a little bit of extra damage, but I forgot to do that before the battle started. But it's not that important. She's contributing by mixing some Dragon Potions and just increasing Krill's damage. Tried out another mix there, Shadow Flare, because I have a whole bunch of those Dark Matters. Pretty decent damage. Meteor is okay, but sometimes it was doing a lot of damage, sometimes it wasn't doing a lot of damage, so Shadow Flare seems a little bit more consistent, 3,000 at a time, so that's a guaranteed with Quick, a guaranteed 6,000, so that's an easy way to chew up some of these hit points that Shinryu has. Flare itself right here, it's doing a good, close to 6,000 damage. Even more there, but got a good roll on it there. But, so yeah, it shouldn't be too long. We'll just end up chewing through his hit points here. But pretty much the battle is almost won, so. And there's not much really more to say here. If you don't have these characters, another way you can kind of cheese Shinryu is if you have Dragoons with Dragon Spears, steal them and just jump attack him. That is another common way to take him down. Because if a dual-wielding double Dragoon, a dual-wielding Dragon Spear Dragoon, when they jump, is guaranteed to do max damage to 9,999, so after 5 jumps, he's taken down. So, and there's probably other strategies, but these two are kind of the main ones that, another one, with if you have Knights, you can have everybody in Berserk him like this, and have everybody in low hit points, and have the Knight use his guard ability, and then he'll just guard all the people in critical damage, and when he guards, he takes 0 damage himself, so that's another guaranteed way to win. But speaking of guaranteed wins, we have just done it. We have claimed victory over the second optional boss. Sadly, Whiskers wasn't around to celebrate, but he didn't need the ability points because everybody has all their jobs maxed and mastered, so now, before we head out of here, we can get rid of all our core rings. We don't need them anymore. We'll just put back on those elf capes, prevent physical damage, help us avoid physical damage. Those would have been nice against Shinryu because he was only doing physicals, but we had to do something to survive that first core, tsunami. So we needed the core rings. So now there's not much to do other than to go and fight X-Death, but there is 2 things I just want to kind of show off here. So the first is I'm going to show you how to recharge your magic lamp. So I'm going to exit the void here, and I'm going to go back to the waterfalls. And when you go back there, you can just recharge your magical lamp, and I'll show you how once you do that, and if you use it again, you'll just it'll start back up with the Bahamut summon. So, and then after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show off the treasure percentage ratio, because we should have 100% right now that we've gotten that final sword. And if you've been following along, you too will also have that 100%. So, unfortunately, we can't use exit to leave this section of the void, but once we get back to the castle area, which is right outside this final teleporter here, we'll be able to teleport outside the void and take care of those two little things that I mentioned. Once I take care of those two little things, just to prevent you from boring, yeah, I'm just going to off-screen going back to the final save point in the game, and that's where I'll meet you in the next episode, which will basically be the end of the game. We'll take on X-Death, and that'll be one episode, and then I plan on the episode after that just having the ending. So those are pretty much the final two episodes that we'll have after this. So woohoo, I'm gonna finally finish the game and do it before the deadline of August 31st. So first thing, remember, we have to get to that falls, but in order to get to the falls, we have to have Boko. So remember Boko, we left him outside Guido's cave there. Even after we did that's why it's important that even after you do the trip all around the world, you just leave Boko there. So you always remember where Boko is. So we're still going to need him one last time here to ride us around these lakes and the rivers and get us to Istory Falls to refill the magic lamp. Good thing chocobos can swim in small water. There we go. Let me just head back to the middle here. We come down here, press the A button, and that little glow shows that we've filled up the lamp. And now watch, I'm just going to get into a fight just to show it off, and I'll use the magic lamp, and you'll see that it'll summon the Bahamut. And then after I do that, I'll off-screen recharge in the lamp again, and we'll head over to get the treasure percentage. And who do we got here? Who's our victim? The Lithos. So see, we use the magic lamp. Bahamut appears, because we'll reset the magic lamp again. And he gets the Mega Flare. And that damage seems pretty pitiful compared to what we were doing for a while there, but oh well. And now I'm gonna head back, and I'm gonna recharge the lamp here. Come on, get on Boko. Okay, there we go. Just having a little bit of trouble getting on Mr. Boko there. Guess my A button was stuck or something. That can happen sometimes, minions. But that's okay, because there's not a lot of, high-paced action in this game. You can just, it doesn't matter if a button gets stuck, unless like an action game where you're like, oh no, the button's stuck, and you get really messed up. This is more like a slow-paced type game. But Boko here, he's making tracks. He's making tracks back to that airship of ours, so that we can go see our treasure completion. And now, like I said, that'll be the final thing. In this episode, we'll show off the treasure completion, and then I'll off-screen going back to the final save point, and that's where we'll pick up next time. Just head over here, just a little bit to the west, go underground, and see Mr. Cleo, the psychic. And let's see. Got good old nice 100% treasure rating. Here we go, minions. Do we got it? Yay! See you next time, minions. Take care. Bye.